What's up, this is GM, and before I start, I want to tell you about TubeBuddy. In case you don't know, TubeBuddy is a free website that will help you manage and grow your YouTube channel. Thanks to them, some of my videos even show up as top results. Want to give them a try? Check the description below for the link. Today, I have the EPOMAKER EK68, which is a 65% mechanical keyboard. Let me tell you, I was stoked because I've been wanting to get a purple and black layout like this. I just think it looks so nice. And I finally found the right keyboard to try this out on for the first time. But let's talk about what came in the box. Of course, we have the EPOMAKER EK68. We have a charging cable, which is a USB-A to USB-C. It also lets you use this keyboard wired if that's what you prefer as well. We do have some extra switches here. These are Gateron Pro yellow switches, which is what I opted in for my keyboard here, but they do have multiple options. We have an extra spacebar in black if you want to switch this purple out. We have a keycap removal tool as well as a switch removal tool, which if you are interested in how to do that for this keyboard, if you want to learn how to take off the keycaps, let me know. I will make a separate video showing you exactly how to do that. And then we do have a manual right here. It has multiple different languages. I'm going to go and show you the English part. If you want to pause and read it, go for it, because I do know some people will lose their manual, so this can come in handy just being able to show this off. Remember, just pause and read it real quick if you need to, if there's just some bit of information that you need. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and move all of that stuff out of the way. And now let's talk about this keyboard. So keep in mind, link to this product is in the description below. The EPOMAKER EK68 is a 65% keyboard layout with double shot PBT keycaps. It has a gasket mounted and sound absorption foams, rotary multimedia knob and battery indicator, RGB backlight mode, aluminum programmable metal knob, 3 modes of connectivity, Bluetooth 5.0, 2.4 gigahertz via the receiver that I will show you right up here. And it has a USB-C wired option, which you would just plug in up here as well. Mine came with, as I mentioned, hot swappable Gateron Pro yellow switches, which I will now do a quick sound test. I'm gonna go and pull off my lapel mic and we'll see how well the sound picks up on it. So obviously I'm doing this with one hand, so I won't be able to do a proper typing test, but let's start off with some light taps to see how noisy these keycaps are and how fitted they are. So let's start off. So for the light taps, which you might be thinking is kind of silly, but there is a reason for that. The reason I do that is because that shows you, because it's not noisy whatsoever, that means these switches and caps are very, very well fitted, which means that these are going to be very high quality. That means that they took the time and the extra effort of making sure these caps and these switches fit perfectly so that they don't cause extraneous noise. Now, let's do full-on taps where I press down. So again, this isn't a true typing test, but that should give you an idea of how nice these sound. It's a little bit on the softer side as well. The spacebar sounds equal throughout regardless of where I press it, which is nice as well. Now I'm just gonna type out something using one hand again because I have to hold my mic, and let's see how that sounds. So hopefully that gives you kind of an idea of how it sounds. Again, it is on the lighter side. As far as the tactile feel, it's a little bit less on the tactile side, a little bit more springy, but feels nice. Overall, I like how it feels when typing and when gaming. Now let's go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and reclip my lapel mic. All right, I've reclipped my lapel mic. Hopefully the sound sounds okay. Now let's take a closer look at this keyboard. So on the top, we do have a Mac versus Windows switch. We have 2.4 gigahertz USB and Bluetooth switch. And then, actually I should probably flip this over so you guys can read this. All right, and then of course the USB-C port as well. Down here, we do have 4 pads to prevent slipping. We do have mini kickout stands, which will allow for, again, a little bit of elevation without any slipping. And then we have bigger ones right here, which will prevent slipping as well and provides a little bit more height if you so wish. Overall, it is slightly angled as well, a little hard to tell obviously, but it is angled up, and then it has a bit of a concave in kind of pattern, so that way it's more comfortable on your wrist while you're typing. All right, we also have a knob here where you can remove if you wanted to and then put back on or replace, whatever you so wish. The default for this knob is to go volume up if you turn clockwise, volume down counterclockwise, mute if you hit it. Now keep in mind that you can switch that up by using the software it comes with, and you can reprogram this to do whatever you want really. And let's go ahead and turn it on real quick. Let's see, there we go. And I think it's in pairing mode, there we go. That looks good. I'm gonna go ahead and turn off my overhead light. This is probably the smoothest RGB lighting that I've seen in a long time in a keyboard. And let me tell you, I'm all for it. So let's go ahead and mess around with some of the lighting effects. So you do function and this button up here to switch between the different lighting modes, which I'm gonna do right now. And as you can see, it's very smooth. Hopefully the colors are coming out okay. It might be a little difficult to see just because the camera is gonna adjust for the low light setting that I have currently in my room, but it looks very smooth. And I already have it maxed out as well for brightness. This is, again, one of the smoother backgrounds that I've had for a backdrop lighting. I think it looks amazing. It's not as bright as some of my other keyboards, but even without it being as bright, it looks super nice. Overall, it looks a lot cleaner. It looks a lot smoother in its lighting effect, which I think is very key. It also has a lot of more muted backlight colors, which looks nice, but I'm more of a full RGB type of person that we have here, which I think looks really great. Function up, again, is to increase brightness. Function down is to decrease brightness. The flashing red just means that we've hit the limit. Here's the up again. Function right will increase speed. Function down will decrease speed. And, oh, actually, function right is changing the color, which I did not realize it did that. I thought it was increasing speed, but I guess it changes the color, so the lighting mode to a single color. And then function down, it's supposed to decrease the speed. In fact, I'm pretty sure that's what the manual said as well. And I have a couple EPOMAKER keyboards that's usually the function, but hey, there's a little trick for you, so now you know. But you can, of course, control all of that as well with the software. So if you're ever having trouble figuring out which of these keys do what, you can always just consult the manual as well. Function Z should go to, function Z, X, C, all go into specific lighting modes for different uses. So Z, I think, is for playing like League of Legends. X might be like first-person shooter, and then C would be an office layout, so it highlights all the letters and the main keys here. And then, let's see, I think function, and if you hold down backspace, it resets the whole thing to its default. And here we are. Looks great. Overall, I think this keyboard is really well made and feels great as well. I think for gaming purposes, I wouldn't say this is necessarily the best keyboard I've had for gaming. It is a great contender though. I do love the look, the feel, and the colored lights. I think maybe it's the switches that are getting to me. They're not personally my favorite switches for gaming. They are on the quieter side, which is great if you don't want to bother people on Discord, because my friends definitely couldn't notice any noises coming off my keyboards when I was playing with this one specifically. It does have that nice soft feel, which is great, but I don't know if it would necessarily be that great for gaming experience, especially if you're used to more clicky switches such as blue ones. So that's just something to keep in mind. All right, that's it for this video. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like and subscribe. Leave a comment below if you have any questions. Link for the product description below, so make sure you go check it out as well. Thank you so much for watching.